Hello everyone, Fanta here, you're watching FANTAVISION, and today we're discussing the Nintendo Switch, which you think wouldn't be sold out everywhere because it's not like the thing just came out, but if you have any brain cells at all, you're probably bored at home trying to stay away from people. And because of that, a lot of people are turning to video games, Netflix, and all those sorts of things that you can interact with without putting other people in danger, as well as, when it comes to video games, you can play with other people, so you still get that human connection without actually, touching. I don't know why that seemed sexual, but I wasn't trying to be. So right now, this is worth over $400. That's right. The thing that you can buy brand new, well, before all this happened, for $300, was always on the shelf, easy to find, is now selling for anywhere from $430 to $480 on eBay. And it's selling. That's the thing I want to get to before this is over, because I definitely need to talk about that. Now, this demand has, of course, gone up, and with demand comes a bunch of scalpers. So scalpers are now just going to every single store that is open and buying out all of their stock, and they're buying it as soon as it appears online. And now they're using bots to get these products even faster, because somebody made something called BirdBot, which is shockingly similar to a terrible Netflix movie that swept the nation. But BirdBot basically tracks when the Nintendo Switch console is in stock and then buys it like that. And supposedly, this was created as a joke, and he named it after his friend, which they nicknamed Bird, because I guess they're Always Sunny fans, I don't really know. He made this as a joke, and he specifically used it to target Nintendo Switch systems. And anybody can get this, and it's free, and it's open source. So, me telling you about it, I know there's going to be people in the comments, well, Fanta, you're making it worse. I'm not. Vice and a bunch of other places that are much bigger than me and actually have some sort of relevance have already covered this. So the fact that I'm covering it isn't going to make a dent compared to them. Supposedly, the creator has he's a little bit sorry for what's going on. He feels a little bit of sympathy for the people that are trying to get these systems, because it was supposed to be a joke, but at the same time, what are you doing, dude? There's already a stock issue, and now these bots are going to make this stock issue last even longer. So it just makes me so sad to see this sort of thing happen, because I know there's a lot of people out there that want to play Animal Crossing, want to play the Nintendo Switch while they're stuck in their homes, and now they can't. And I know for a lot of people that's not a big deal, whatever, but for a lot of people, that's a good way to pass the time and keep your sanity. And I know I have been playing a lot of Nintendo. I haven't even set up my Xbox or PlayStation. I've just been playing this on my PC because it's just a lot of fun, and Animal Crossing's awesome. And Animal Crossing is one of those games that has been helping me out during this time because of how relaxing it is. So the fact that people aren't able to do that really sucks. I feel bad for those people. Now, you could argue it's not necessary. I get that. That's fine. There are plenty of other things that people can do, but it is just so stupid when stuff comes up like this that is completely controllable. And it's a freaking joke. Are you kidding me? Now, the thing is I hate scalpers. I think everybody does. But if people weren't buying it, they wouldn't do it. So please listen to me. Please take my advice. Do not buy a Nintendo Switch from these scalpers. I don't know who is doing that in the first place. Why would you ever spend that much more money than it's worth instead of just waiting? Just wait for Nintendo to restock everywhere. And you know what's going to happen? The scalpers are not going to be able to sell the stock they have, so they're going to have to sell it back to the stores. The stores are going to have it back in stock, and then you can buy it there. It's always supply and demand. Yes, the supply is very low, the demand is very high. But if you make the demand lower by not buying in on these terrible prices, all of a sudden that market is gone. And I feel like me saying this is pointless because people are going to do it anyway, because people don't really seem to have any brain cells nowadays, which makes me sad. I'm sure all of you guys watching already are thinking, yeah, no duh, I wouldn't spend $450 on a Switch to begin with. But there's a lot of people out there that are supporting this market, and they're perpetuating the problem by buying these systems at a higher price. I just don't get it. I really don't. And it's not like you can even argue, well, it's not too much more because at least they're saving tax. No, eBay is even taxed now. So they're spending more money and they're being taxed on spending that more money. It's just absurd to me that this has happened. It really is. It's... First of all, it was crazy to me that they even ran out of Nintendo Switches. It's what, 2-3 years into the Nintendo Switch's lifespan? And you're still somehow having stock issues? What other console has had that sort of thing happen? I mean, that's crazy to me. You think they'd have an overabundance of systems in warehouses that are just kind of sitting there, but apparently this Nintendo Switch is selling so well that they're going for $430 online. That's crazy. And I get that there are more people buying games right now. There are more people buying consoles. There are more people that for some reason woke up to the fact that they don't have a system. It still baffles me that they can't keep up with the demand. And I guess Nintendo has said that this crisis has made the production of consoles slow down. But like I said, it's been a couple years. It's been a couple of years of them making these systems. It's not like they just stop making them randomly and go, oh, well, we got to wait for people to just buy up what they have. Normally these things are just in production over and over and over, and they're just filling up warehouses. That's why Xbox One X's are selling for like $300 right now. And I've seen them go even lower than that because they have an overabundance. And yeah, you can also say the next generation's coming out. But even before that, I bought my Xbox One S when it almost first came out, just because of how many were out there. I bought it for so cheap. I got it for like $100 under retail. And that was well before the Xbox Series X even had a name. I don't know what is happening. I don't know if it seems to be always Nintendo that has this sort of issue. I know Amiibos had this same sort of issue. You could say this is artificial, but I don't know. They might just kind of be incompetent when it comes to stocking their products that are in demand. Now, Amiibos, I will say that was probably artificial demand. I mean, come on. It worked for the longest time. There was this fever about Amiibos, and I was swept up in it as well. I have so many Amiibos in the garage that, what am I going to do with them? I don't even know. But they're cool looking, and I was like, oh, they're really limited. I got to go get them. And then, because you can't have it, you want it. It's that sort of mentality. It's kind of FOMO. It's just that artificial scarcity thing. And because of that, maybe this is making more people want the Nintendo Switch because they can't have the Nintendo Switch. So when it does restock, people are just going to buy it up again. I don't know. I don't work for Nintendo marketing. Now, the thing is even though I haven't seen this Nintendo Switch, the original one where you can actually play it on your, TV and all that, I have seen regularly at GameStop and Best Buy and Target and Walmart restocks of the Switch Lite. But please, everybody that's watching, do me a favor. Of course, don't go anywhere if you can. Try to stay home. Let's end this because I'm kind of getting tired of staying home. So it'd be cool if this just kind of ended. But don't spend over $400 on this. Don't even spend $400 on this. Spend what this is at retail and no more. Because if you spend more, you're just going to drive the market up and it's going to stay there until stock can't keep up with demand, and the demand is just artificially higher than normal because of these bots. So it's going to take even longer because people are feeling this new artificial demand. It's a mess. Please don't buy the Nintendo Switch right now off of eBay. If you have to get a Switch, just get a Switch Lite. Like I said, I've seen them restock quite a bit. And yeah, let me know what you guys think about this whole situation in the comments down below. Of course, like the video if you guys liked it, subscribe for more content, and as always, have a fantastic day. See you guys. It's so strange to me, this human behavior of the whole supply and demand thing, and then once demand is super high, a bunch of people make the demand even artificially higher by decreasing the supply and then reselling it to those people. I get that that's like capitalism 101, but I don't get these people over here that are funding capitalism 101. I don't understand the mindset of spending that much money over the MSRP than just waiting, especially for a video game console. This is not something that keeps you alive. What are you doing, people?